Don't you just love it when technical things just punch you square in the nuts on a Friday night? I friggin' hate it more than you can possibly imagine. It's just so laggy. I don't know whether people can hear me. Well, from the test stream earlier on, it worked all fine. And I'm listening to it. Yes, the sound is coming through quite happily now on my little phone. I can hear it, that's good. But let's just see if we can get this to work. Fingers crossed it will. Might take a minute or so.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you.
God, I swear to God, look at this. I've even got this on the wrong way round there. Wow. Honestly, what a friggin' day and night to try and get everything organised on time. We had a disaster this morning with the way things were actually all working. They weren't working. It just didn't want to connect at all. And just about after a day's worth of effort of rebuilding and reconstructing everything again from the ground up, I just pushed live a second ago and went, no, we're not playing. We are not playing anymore. And I was like, you're having a laugh. So that's why I'm a wee bit late again. It's just so frustrating. So good evening and welcome to Radio Apocalypse Open Mic Night. We don't have any performers tonight. I did a performance last week by reading the Gruffalo in Old Scots. But what we are going to do tonight is we're going to look at the biggest movie mistakes that were made but left in, and have a chat with the panel as well, because they're a bunch of good lads. We've got a full house tonight. Hopefully we will not lose them in the stream. I'm looking at everything to do with the monitoring the technical side of it all here, and we have green lights on Streamlabs, which is good. The CPU processor thingy sitting about 97%, so we shouldn't have any problems there. The sound, I hope, is coming through okay. It came through on my phone okay, which was good. And now we're going to see if the sound will work for the boys in StreamYard in a second, but just to let you know that Streamlab is taking about 30 seconds to, here we go, to take mics on and off just now, which is most frustrating. Oh no, I can hear noise in the background. I'm looking, there we go, that's that one done. And now we will bring the boys' mics back up so they can speak. Gentlemen, if you can hear me, you are officially live. And let me just bring you all in and say hello. Oh, excellent. That was this is me. I've actually clicked the transition button and it should take a matter of 2 seconds to do, but for some reason it is laggy as hell and it's not taking the boys across yet. There they are. Now they're across. Howdy doody. Good evening, good Barry, sir. How are you? Good, good and good. And the Jason in the middle there, tucked up in his bed in a portrait style thing. We can't get your camera to go landscape. It's very, very frustrating. So I'm going to actually make you a portrait window. I could do that just now actually. Watch this while we're speaking. How are you tonight, Jason? Are you good? Well, that's debatable, but you know, I would say maybe forever. But the sexy part, I don't know. You've shaved your beard off, and I have to say, it scared the living crap out of me. I thought every 6 weeks was like a man period. It's called menstruation, you know. When a man gets his period, you know. That's what you were getting there, wasn't it? Yeah. That's just me, thanks mate. Menstruation. And so every 6 weeks he shaves his beard off. I'm lucky to get a growth in 6 weeks just now. My face is still succumbing to the radiation it had last year, which is crazy. And we have the Cognac as well. How are you, Mr. Cognac? Are you good? You're being Cognac. That is... You got nothing. You're doing good. That's great. I'm pleased. You're crazy. Right, so gentlemen, we're going to just have a wee chit-chat-charoo about the interesting things that... I'm just checking. Make sure we're still running on the stream there. Yes, we are. That's good. Look, see, I check it. You can't see it. Hang on. See, look. That is us on the stream on my phone, and I'm just checking that we've got there. So anybody that's in the chat room just now, in the side chat, say hello. We always like to interact with you lovely people. I actually thought that was a pair of your mother's underpants there, Cognac. I was going to say, what the hell are you doing with your mother's smalls on your head? You insane boy. Did you just... in the context of me talking about your mum's underpants, you sniffed them. You're disgusting. Honestly, I don't know whether I can look you straight in the stream eye anymore. You know that? Oh my god. Okay, whatever you want. Right, okay. Anyway, moving swiftly on, we're going to be talking about movie mistakes that were made and left in movies. And Barry and I were having a wee chat about this earlier on, and I found a video. Now, unfortunately, I'm going to try, before I actually start to play it, actually bring it up in StreamYard for you guys to watch at the same time, which is possible to do. We're not going away just yet. Barry, you had a couple of ones that you wanted to mention. I think that they're included in this video. So you were talking about there was a geezer that was in one of the James Bond films that was sweeping or something that wasn't really sweeping. Do you know what we're talking about? Actual mistakes, Cognac. Mistakes that were made in movies that maybe people didn't... Oh, go on then. I want to hear your one. Go on. What's yours? Wait, I have Jurassic Park ones, but tell me your Jurassic Park one. Okay. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. He could have saved himself a whole lot of bother and stuff. I've got that. I've actually got that on video right here just now. Actually, I'm gonna see that the trouble with tonight is bringing it up left, right, and centre. Is not going to be a problem doing it, but it just takes a little bit longer. Here we go. Now this is the one that Cognac's talking about. Okay, in Jurassic Park you have the geeky guy who's going to be sitting at his desk. You'll see it in a minute. As soon as the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Here we go. Now look at the bottom of the screen there. Okay, he is actually watching a pre-recorded video as he's having a video conference with his contact on the screen. Can you believe that? What? Gee, look, right down the bottom there. It's a video recorded. Absolute video recorded. Crazy man. And we'll come back. It could have been both. I think at this we'll go with the story, and the story being he was. It's a theme for tonight. It's movie mistakes, which is fine. I don't mind. Barry, there was a Quantum of Solace one, a James Bond one that you were talking about. Kind of embarrassing. Tell us about it while I try and find the video for it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The brush. Hold on, let's see if I've got it here. You keep going telling us about it. There he is. There he is. I got him. You guys can't see it just now, but I've got him. Bottom right hand corner of the screen. You'll see it in a second. There he is, sweeping the air. Astounding. Sweeping the air. We like that. I'm going to pull that back again. That was fun. You guys won't see it. It'll be like a good sort of 30 seconds before it comes up on your tellies and things like that. But, yes. You can't hear Barry. Oh, hold on. Why can't we hear Barry on the thing? I've just had a message coming in that we can't hear you, Barry. But, hang on. There we go. StreamYard's sound is all on. Can you just do me a quick sound check, boys, in the StreamYard, please? Anybody say anything?
Hello.
Please? Hello.
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 Yeah.
Can you everybody
Check
hear
once.
everybody now? That would just be very... I don't understand why that's not working. Fucking stupid technical fucking stupid thing. All the noise spikes are all sitting up. It's just that my mum says and Truth says, Truth always wins. I've just turned around and said, can he hear Barry? Oh, I don't know whether that's a good thing or not, to be perfectly honest. But no, we should be able to hear you now. Well, it's fingers crossed. Anyway, no, let me just double check the microphone. StreamYard's mics are not closed off. I have noise spikes coming there. Now I hear them. Great. Yes, all is okay. Thank you, you wonderful people, for saying that. That was my mum and Truth keeping us right there just now. Yeah, and wait now. Barry is... Why have the cameras all moved round? Did somebody leave the studio?
We accidentally lost. We lost Jason.
Alright. Well, see, when that happens, that's just so frustrating, because I'll have to just go to my host cam now, so nobody sees that. Is Jason still there? Is he come back in yet? Let's see, because I can't have people leaving this stream and coming back into it when we're doing this. Jason, you can't leave me, brother. You can't leave me on your phone. It throws everything off with the sync and the screen capturing.
I can't help it. My bloody Wi-Fi cuts out.
Oh, I know. Blame the Wi-Fi.
No, seriously, my Wi-Fi cuts out.
Uh-huh.
Is Jason still there?
It should be okay now. Hold on a second. Yep, that's okay. We have it all back. It's just that you'll be in a different camera position now. It'll just confuse the hell out of your loving public, sir. There you go.
Were you allowed to talk about Disney mistakes?
Yes, as long as they're not the pornographic Disney mistakes, mate. We're okay, all right?
Wait, what do you mean? Wait, is there any other ones?
That's a whole... Yeah, of course there's other ones. There's non-pornographic ones. We're not going to have, like, the Aladdin buildings looking like sex toys, okay? We're not doing that kind of show.
No, it's not... I was going to go the not as bad Little Mermaid's wedding scene.
Yeah, we're not going to... Is that the dodgy one? See, but the thing is, right, that's not a mistake. That's actually animated. And somebody deliberately drew those things. Alright?
Oh, that's so messed up. That's funny. Yeah, I guess at that point, it just has to slide.
No,
You've got the classic Star Wars mistakes that made it.
Ooh, wait, did they?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I've got that video as well. Hold on, let me just find it and scroll along a bit to find it.
It makes me want to watch my video. It makes me want to watch it.
Two that spring to mind. There's the obvious one with the door.
And the Trooper of the
And
Storm.
there's also... Yes, and there's also the one... it's when Luke's doing his training in the Millennium Falcon.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all playing chess in the corner of the screen. If you look carefully, R2-D2's head opens right up, and you can actually see Kenny Baker looking around and see if they're still filming.
That's mental.
That's
I have
awesome.
to look for that one. That has to be looked for. Hold on a wee second. I do have the Star Wars one where the Stormtrooper bangs his head off the door. Let me just transition across to that bit. Hold on, here we go. And what you're looking for is the stormtroopers coming through the door. It should be on your right hand side. It'll be a right hand sided stormtrooper. Here we go, and watch them. Twat, bang! Let's play that again, and here we go, and bang! Oh yes, stormtrooper banging his head off the door. You gotta love that shit. I love that shit. But did you know as well that, just out of interest, gentlemen, that Jango Fett also did that on Slave 1 in the second prequel. Let's see if I can find that one as well. And they kind of left that in.
They brought it in to try and justify it.
Now, I don't know whether that was deliberate though or not. There's two schools
of
thought. Oh God,
yeah.
Do you think so? Like watch Jango Fett up there, and there he goes twatting his head off the thing. Watch, here he goes, boosh! Oh! And it's just to make out that the stormtroopers were all the clone troopers were clumsy as well. Yeah, I think that's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. You gotta love that stuff. You do indeed. Now I'm interested in Cognac's Disney ones. I'll give you a couple of minutes to describe these things in the least pornographic way possible, because I think that would be entertaining in itself. Just hearing you talk about these things without being disturbing to children.
Well, we knocked one of them out of the way, and you knocked the other one out of the way in a nice fashion. So I'll just slide right into Lion King.
Okay.
I watched over and over again the scene where they lay down in the flowers and the flower petals just go,
mm-hmm.
and subliminally it just happens to spell sex.
Yeah, I remember that actually. Sex.
And then actually later, not too much later, they actually end up, getting together in a way. The way it's portrayed is not as but
Yeah,
Simba.
My children tried to attack me with chalk for the forehead thing, going Simba. The other day there, and I was saying, you touched me with that chalk. I mean, the chalk that I've got, the chalks that we've got, are street chalks, so they're about the size of a baby's forearm. They're like this big, they're like massive. So I turned around and I said, you touched me with that chalk, and you'll be like, honestly, you'll be not sitting properly for a couple of days, son. Because I'll shove it right up your bum. I don't want a Simba. I don't want a wee Simba on the Simba. It's like, grr, Daddy was growling. There is, I'm sure, let's have a look. I'm sure there's another couple of wee fun type of mistakes as well.
Is it the mistake that Star Wars never introduced the story of Darth Jar Jar?
Darth Jar Jar, that wasn't a mistake.
Well, Jar Jar, that was a Sith Lord. He was supposed to be a Sith Lord, right?
That's not a mistake. That's a theory, and that is, it's just trying to justify Jar Jar being there, and it's just a fan thing, and it's nonsense. Have you seen The Last Samurai, boys? Have you seen The Last Samurai with Tom Cruise? Yeah? Did you know?
I love that film.
There's a great scene in that one as well, where one of the extras gets kicked firmly in the nuts by a horse. I shit you not. I wish you could see this in real time so I could do a Cognag reaction. It'll just be funny. Hold on a second. Let's see if I can get this to come up actually, and I'll put it across onto Streamlabs for you to see it at the same time, boys. Hold on a second. I'll just.
There's one that made it into a Bruce Lee film.
Mm-hmm. Which one was that?
Well, actually, there's several that made it. There's several that make it into Bruce Lee films. Their continuity is fucking awful, but the main one that made it in was his last one. And was Enter Dragon, where the character that kills his sister or something, or whatever the story is, comes at him with a broken bottle. And he came at him, and Bruce basically he came at him, and he came at him like from the side, and Bruce said, "No, I'm not standing at the side. I'm standing right here. Come straight at me." So he went to go and do it, and Bruce fucked up, and Bruce got stabbed with the bottle.
Oh my god!
And
that's
right in the forearm. So they patch him up. They go and do long sleeve type stuff where his arms aren't exposed. And then, like, a couple of weeks go by, they go back to finish off the scene, and the rumor going around the set is Bruce Lee's going to kill this guy because he fucking hurt him. And
Bruce Lee was some boy. He really was at the end of the day.
This is the scene that's in the movie.
What, that actual scene made it into the movie?
No. This scene that they then go back to film is the one that's in the movie. Bruce goes to kick him, and there's a crew of stuntmen behind him to catch the actor as he comes back.
Right.
The force of that actor hitting the stuntmen broke their arms.
Holy crap. That is just unbelievable. So he basically didn't like what was going on there at all. That's mental. Boys, can you see the screen in StreamYard just now with the YouTube part?
Yes.
Good. Right. Okay. That's how long it took me to set that up. Now, what you're wanting to do is you're wanting to look. I don't know whether you can see my mouse. You want to look round here. Okay, for this horse kicking this guy firmly in the nuts. Hold on. Let's see if we can do this. Wait. Here we go. We will rewind it back again. Let's just wait for it to buffer. Watch it. And we go, and where we go. Boot! Oh, did you see that? That was nasty. Did you see it? Do you want me to rewind it? I'll rewind it again for you. Hold on. Let's just go back a bit. Right, watching. Here we go. Catching up. And there we go. Watch for the horse's leg. Here it goes. Oof. Did you see that, Cognac? Have we lost the boys? Anyway. Yeah,
they would literally, just to let you know, they would have a chance of literally
Literally what?
Like lodging and losing one.
Oh yeah.
If only I have a video I'll be able to share. I've only ever been kicked once so far, but it was a side, nice, different kind of hit. So it spun me around for a second. I got really lucky, but the sight of seeing it, just knowing what kind of power could like hit. Oh, dude, they would literally pop like grapes, like just. Oh.
Nah, that wouldn't be nice having your nuts kicked
good
in
times,
like that.
Good
no,
times.
Yeah, you'd be lucky.
I wonder if they were covered
after something. In horses' hoof prints.
No, covered.
After something like that,
They'd be covered in. Oh my god, that's no good. Let's have a quick look at the chat.
After something
just now.
like that, you'd be in a stable condition.
Oh dear God, you and your bad jokes, mate. You must have had a cider tonight because you are on top form and you're smiling at your own jokes, you cheeky monkey.
I'm not drinking at all tonight.
Okay, very good. Robert Scrimminger has just joined us in the chat. Good evening, Mr. Roberto. Good to see you there. We're just having a bit of fun tonight. We've just been having our first sort of half of the show talking about the wonderful world of movie mistakes that we're left in. So we've had a couple of fun things about that, and Cognac has reminded us that The Lion King is all about sex and not Simba, which is quite funny. I would like to spend the next sort of like 10-15 minutes, guys, talking about a little bit about the supernatural, the sort of the esoteric world, because I don't know if you know this, Cognac, next week we have a lady that has the gift of being able to read tarot cards coming on the show to do a live reading of me on the show. How wild is that going to be? Oh man, I'm shitting myself.
Brilliant.
You know, she's going to pull out.
I'm excited, actually.
Oh man, it's going to be awesome.
Be careful what you ask for.
I'm not asking for anything. I'll just tell her where to stop and cut the cards and things like that, and she can just read them. She'll just put the cards out, you know, and then she'll just go, right, okay, that one there says you're going to get smallpox. That one there says you're going to win the lottery after you've died of smallpox. You know, that's probably the sort of thing that will happen to me, you know. But no, I'm very looking forward. Now, the question I want to ask you is, how do you feel about these sort of things, the esoteric, the supernatural, Cognac? You know, you've always got interest.
100% believer.
Right. Have you had any spooky experiences?
I can actually jump on that. My grandmother, dad's side, was known as a bruja. She was a reader, and that kind of. And the only thing that ever scared me was I heard her readings were 80% accurate. Like it was a very rare that her readings actually flopped in the end. And one of the one people that wished she never would have knew too much was my dad. But you know, it all comes down to what you believe in. I believe in full-heartedly in the ethereal state, ethereal realm, just that plane of field existence. Yes. When it comes to experiences, I've only ever had a few.
Okay.
Most of them are just like nothing. Only one time did I ever deal with something physical, but I was actually like only between the ages of 10 and 11. I just moved out here. I was laying down in the room, and I heard a knock on the door. Turned around, there was no one there. Got up out of bed, slid the door open, walked around. Did anyone come? Knocked. Was anyone looking for me? Nothing. So I went back into the room, shut the door, got under the covers, and literally felt like a nudge at first, like a simple tap.
It wasn't your wife
And
in bed
then
beside you, no?
It was like a heavy tap, and it's weird. So between the ages of 10 and 11, there was nothing that actually could change my anything. I was fresh, still kid, and it was what I felt in the end was physical. It went from nudges to hard pushes everywhere.
Oh dear God, that's scary as hell.
Really fast, and all I could do is cover myself and wait for it to stop.
No,
And
things like that scare the crap out of me, by the way. There's lots of experiences I'll tell you about afterwards about what's happened with my family and stuff, but that's nasty. If you've actually felt that nudge, I think it'd be worthwhile speaking about that, you know, in more detail. My brother does a show, a supernatural show, where he's had people on it, and I was on one night, and my brother proceeded to tell me and remind me of an experience which I completely forgot about as a child. Well, it wasn't really as a child, it was in my 20s when it resurfaced again. But I used to see a little creature, a little man at the end of my bed as a child, okay, that used to speak to me, this little fucking horrible thing.
Really old, well, cripply,
kind of, but
normal-sized
not.
head?
Kind of, but not, alright? But the crazy
Close
thing,
your-
that's
close
not the
your
crazy
eyes.
thing.
Oh.
Yeah, no, this isn't the crazy thing, man. The crazy thing is, when I was in my 20s and living in Newcastle, I explained to my girlfriend at the time what it was, and she went away and got a drawing that she had done before and came back with it and said, "Was it this?" And I was like, fuck, yes. And she had had the same experiences. It was fucking weird as hell. And I don't think that I ever got over that, and I must have blocked it out completely. You know,
I gotta know, because that's a part of the other one. That's why I asked you what it looked like. But when I said like cripply old, almost like if its knees were tucked into itself and its arms were tucked into itself, but it was only start at the end of the bed. I would close my eyes and open my eyes, and it would get closer, but it never said anything or opened its mouth. It would just get within eye to eye sight distance, and I would freeze in the fear, and then it would just eventually I would just wake up in a sense. But it's
nuts.
weird that you. So by chance, did she explain to you like kind of?
She had the same experiences, the same creature at the bottom of her bed. Exactly the same creature at the bottom of her bed. What are the chances of me having a girlfriend down in Newcastle, when I lived down in Newcastle, that basically, when I was talking about this, I didn't even describe it to her. She just went up to her bedroom and came down with a picture and says, "Was this the fucking thing here?" And then she proceeded to tell me that she had had the same experiences with this thing at the end of the bed. It was awful. Jason, Jason, good sir. Wakey, JC. JC, bakey, Jakey, bakey, Jakey, bakey. You have had, I know that you have been touched by the devil himself.
I have indeed.
Yes, you have. I'm going to tell me the craziest, spookiest thing that's happened to you. And please don't leave out any of the gory details. Apart from the story about the milkman who was really a vampire. I'm not interested in that one again. I just want to hear
That's
the one.
my dad. That's my dad.
I haven't heard that one yet.
No, you can hear that one another
Right.
time, Cognac. Okay, I want to hear something
Right.
from the depths of Jason's supernatural, crazy experiences. And this is just because we've got Tarot Reader on next week. We're just talking about crazy stuff
Right.
like this. Go.
One night I was coming back from a friend's house. I was walking back from Gilmore Place in Edinburgh,
Not well.
and I had a bit too much to smoke. This was back in my teens, and I was walking along Fountain Bridge, and when I got to the top at Fountain Bridge, I then took a sharp left and then thought, let's go for a walk. So I walked down Coffin Lane. Coffin Lane, for those who don't know where Coffin Lane is, Coffin Lane separates Slateford Road to Gorgate.
Yep.
And it's called Coffin Lane because back in the day, the graveyard which Coffin Lane, so-called, is near, practically next door, is where all the funeral bearers used to come up and bring the coffins into the graveyard and then bury them.
Yep.
I got down to the bottom of... I was walking down Coffin Lane and I could see spirits coming and going. I was like watching this little show and all that, and I was like having a laugh and a giggle because I was a bit stoned. And I got down to the bottom of Coffin Lane and there's this black car sitting there, just waiting there. Darkened windows, private reg. And I went, oh. And I sort of like, it gave me a bit of a chill. So I thought I'd walk past it. And as I'm walking past it, the window on the driver's window came down. And the driver said, excuse me, son, do you know where there's a garage where I can put petrol in my car? And I said, yeah, there's about 10, 15 minutes up the road. Now, at this time of night, the road in Gorgate was totally and utterly deserted. You could hear a pin drop. That's how quiet it was. So he says, do you want to give me a hand by pushing my car up to the garage? You give me directions and I'll pay you for your troubles when we get to the garage. I went, yeah, okay. So I started pushing the back of his car, and after about 10, 15 minutes, get up to what's the name of that garage just out of Gorgate? Just near Saughton. You know that garage there, Mojax?
Yeah, along Gorgie Road. You could keep going along Gorgie Road just before you hit Sight Hill.
No, yes, it's just before you get to the prison. There's a garage there. Is that a Shell garage? Or whatever?
Yeah.
But there's a garage
whichever
there.
garage, yeah.
Yeah. So basically, I push his car into the forecourt of the garage. He comes out, and he's about 6 foot, 6'5", short. I mean, real short, not like bus short, but short, neat, dark hair, goatee beard, and he's wearing a 3-piece black suit. And he comes up to me and goes, "Cheers, son," and he puts his hand out as if to shake my hand. So I shake his hand and says, "Yeah, no problem, mate." And then he goes into the garage, and I look at my hand. I've got a £50 note in my hand.
Oh my god, yeah.
And then I'm going, okay, this is a bit freaky. So I then went into the garage, got X amount of pot noodles, X amount of
Don't care about your shopping list. I want to know where the £50 note came from.
No, this is my munchies. So I've got Iron Brew, pot noodles, packet of fags, packet of skins, couple of chocolate bars, and I said to my mate, "I'll see you tomorrow. Put the 50 quid, and I said, "I'll get my change tomorrow." He goes, yeah, no problem. The next day, I went back to the garage to go and see my mate because he was working night shift again. He goes, "You're the man I need to see today." I went, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Watch this." So he took me in the back room and he showed me on the camera. He showed me pushing this car into the forecourt.
Okay.
I went, right, okay, that's me. And then he saw me. You saw the door to the car open up. No one was on the forecourt except for me. You saw me standing there talking like as I was talking to someone. who wasn't on the camera. And
dear
then next thing you
God,
know
that's
is
creepy.
you see this guy go into the garage. You don't see him go into the garage, but you see the garage, the electronic doors open, and the guy goes in. I saw the guy go into the garage, but the cameras never picked up the guy. And then the doors open up again as the guy leaves, and then you see the car door opening up, the driver's door, and then closing, and then the car just driving off into the night. I turn around to my mate and says, F me.
That's a bit
And he goes,
crazy.
what do you mean?
Like.
I said, F me. And my mate says, what's up, Jay? And I says, F me. And he goes, Jay, what's up? And I went, they say that the time when the devil comes for you, he will be in a private carriage, all in black, and he will be there to grant you one wish before he takes you. And he goes, well, what about it then? I says, have you still got that £50 note, which I brought in last night? He goes, yeah. So he went into the till to go and check it was there. It wasn't there.
Oh.
So he then phoned up the boss in the garage to find out if he had took the £50 note, which was in the till overnight. The the owner of the garage said, what 50 quid? There was no 50 quid in the till. So basically, I had to pay for my munchies again, second time around.
Unlucky.
And to this day, no, unlucky, but to this day, I still say, I did my good deed for pushing the devil to the garage to get him petrol for his car so he could go on his way to do whatever he needed. And he paid me because I helped him. That's why he gave me the £50 note. But the cheeky little git took the 50 quid back. So I had to pay for my munchies back.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
I've got a producer lady in the background here just now that's going to tell us what she thinks of that. I don't know whether you won't hear it at all, but it should come through. It's not playing. Oh, my little thing's not playing anymore, which is no good. That's a crazy ass story, though, mate. That is a crazy ass story.
I've got a witness.
I don't doubt you. I don't doubt you in the slightest. What I will say here just now is that there we go. Did you hear that? You won't have heard that. There was a little wow in the background there. We've got Truth Always Wins says that is like she totally 100% believes. And she thinks that your thing was amazing there. Amazing proof, she was saying. Now, Mr. Barry, down right below me, right here. Okay, he's in podcast mode. Have you had any crazy supernatural experiences?
Nope.
Nope, nothing at all.
Skeptic.
No, he's not a skeptic at all. I think that, to be perfectly honest, anything that's supernatural, when Barry crosses their path, they go, oh shit, not him again, and go running off like a crazy thing. Exactly. I'll tell you another one of mine. We used to we had a family restaurant down in a little town called Dunbar, and it was right on the corner where the street winds down to the old harbour. And if you go straight ahead, and then the newer harbour, which is off to your left, and our restaurant was called the Creel, and it sat right on the corner there, and we lived above the restaurant. We had a big flat above the restaurant, so we basically worked and lived in the same sort of geographic location. Now, about 8 doors up from where we were, was where Dunbar didn't really have a morgue or anything. It didn't have a hospital, but if somebody died in Dunbar, they had a place where they kept the bodies, like a funeral parlour storage place, and that was about 6 or 7 doors down. And we had many a creepy and spooky goings-ons in this place. I will tell you 3 very light-hearted stories about them all, which was amazing, and I experienced every single one of them. The first one, which actually made the papers in Dunbar, there was one particularly rainy morning, and I drove the car. I used to walk up to the baker's, but I drove the car because it was pouring rain that day, to go to the baker's to get the bread for the restaurant. And I got the bread, and I came back down, and it was like almost 12 noon. We're just about to open, and I opened the door, and I went, fuck me, that rain's terrible, like this. Okay, and the young gentleman called Jackson, who was one of the waiting team, one of the servers, turned around and looked at me, and said, Marty, look, there's two ladies just sitting there just now. I've just sat them down. Now, the funny thing is, I actually saw these two ladies go into the restaurant. All right, they went in. Okay, I didn't see Jackson sit them down, but he was walking away from me towards the bar when I came through the front door. And he says, I hope you don't mind. I sat them down because, and he looked, there was nobody at the table where he had sat these two old ladies down. And there's no way on this planet, from me parking right outside the door of the restaurant in the car, getting out the car, seeing the ladies go in, and then me going in, Jackson sitting them down, putting menus on the table which were still there. There is no way they would have got out, gone to the toilet, gone past me, out the fire exit or nothing in the space of those 15 seconds. It was impossible. So they came in, they wanted out the rain, these two spirits. They manifested in front of me and in front of Jackson, and Jackson sat them down, gave them menus. They didn't even bother to open them, and they pissed off again back to the ethereal world. It was like that poor boy, his face was like, they weren't real. I said, no, I saw them, mate. I saw them too. The next crazy thing that happened, this was goings on all the time because we lived right above the restaurant. It was a very old wooden floor with beautiful old wooden furniture, and when you scrape, like, listen, hang on. No, you can't hear it. I've got wooden floors and I'm sitting on a wooden chair just now, but when you scrape or drag wooden furniture across wooden floors, it makes a distinct sound, like, yeah, you know, like school chairs in an old school classroom sort of thing, you know, that sort of feeling, that sort of sound going on. And we would be sitting in our living room after we'd finished cooking, closed down the restaurant, the doors are all locked, the lights are all off, and you would just hear of the furniture being dragged around the restaurant. I swear to God. Okay, and we would be looking at each other going, do you hear that? Yep. Do you hear that? Yep. Who's going to go down and check? Not to fucking me, I tell you that right now. I am going nowhere near that place when that's going on. Can you imagine going down? I mean, we would go down out of our back door, which we had a big yard that also had a back door from the restaurant. So we would have gone down the stairs, out the back door, into the creepy dark yard, round to the creepy back door of the creepy restaurant, in through that creepy door to see the chairs going and moving all around the place by themselves. Fuck that. Not a chance. I will just... What?
You know, you said your family had a restaurant in Dunbar.
Yes.
My great aunt used to live in Dunbar.
Okay.
And she told me a tale about something in Dunbar. Do you remember? Did you ever get told the tale about the Watcher?
Tell me.
Right. On specific times of the year, it can be specific times. I don't know what, I can't remember, but I'll look into it and I'll try and find it for you. But at certain times of the year, at the harbour, there's meant to be an apparition of a spirit who looks out to the fore. And she always looks out to the fore, like she's waiting for someone or something, who knows. And she always stands there. And there's been many of a time, someone in the harbour's gone up and says, can we help you? Can we help you, miss? And she just turns and says, no, it's okay. I'm waiting for my lover. And she just stands there at the foot of the harbour looking out into the fore. And the story goes is this woman, she was actually waiting for her love to come back from World War II. And if he was going to come in by boat, but he never did come back. He never came back. He died on the beaches. And she didn't know about this.
Wow.
But every day, until she finally found out that he did die, she just stands there at the harbour, and you can go up to it and you can talk to it and she'll talk back to you. But when you blink, she's gone. She is gone.
That's
but
crazy.
The thing is everyone who's ever talked to her have always felt uncomfortable, cold, very, very sore, very removed, very destroyed. But when she talks to them, she actually sounds like she's actually there. She's actually really there, and she just
She is
speaks
there,
very
mate.
calmly.
She's
very
definitely there.
Yeah,
If people are speaking to
yeah.
her, she's there. She's manifested in front of the
Yeah.
people and stuff like that. Dunbar is full of
And
spookiness. There's
I
lots
can
of
tell you
spooky
about
going on.
I can tell you about Romans. I can tell you about stories about Romans in Dunbar. I could tell you about witch trials in Dunbar. I could tell you all sorts of stories about Dunbar, because Dunbar at one time was witch central way before Musselburgh.
Wow. There you
And
go.
then the thing is one of the biggest witch trials was held in Dunbar, and they actually gone at the Dunbar market, where the outdoor markets are in Dunbar. That's why there's so many paving stones in Dunbar, because they actually burnt a witch there, and they scattered her ashes, and to make sure she wouldn't get back up, they put
That's mental.
cobblestones on top.
Crazy, crazy, crazy. My last little story about Dunbar was a day that I was in the restaurant again. My brother was there. His girlfriend at the time was there. Well, the three of us were working. I was preparing some garnish at the garnish station, which kind of looked out. The restaurant was like a theatre. It had you could look into the kitchen and have the theatre of your dishes being prepared, all sitting there. And then we'd come out to the hot plate where we'd put the garnish and stuff on and dress the food. So I'm sitting there preparing garnishes at lunchtime for the evening session of cooking and stuff. And this old man walks right past in front of me like this, and I thought, oh, well, he must have been the old man sitting down at table 10. And he walks right past me and goes into the gents' toilets. But then I see that the old man that I thought that this guy was still sitting at table 10, and I thought, I must have not seen him go into the toilet. And the old man at table 10 ordered soup, so the soup was ready. I put the soup out and my brother took it. And then I said to his girlfriend, I says, did you see an old man walk past there a minute ago? And she goes, yeah. And I said to my brother, did you see the one? He goes, yeah. I thought he was going into the ladies' toilets by accident, and then realised it was the ladies' toilets, and then came back and went into the gents. And we went into the gents to go and check on him, and there was nobody there at all. It was crazy creepy, and that just it kind of put the shitters up me and my brother big time. But what about the cards, gentlemen? How do you believe in the fortune-telling power of tarot cards and their link to the spiritual world? Do you think that it's going to be an interesting show? You don't? Not at all, Barry. Barry's a skeptic on the cards. Wait now, what is that?
Also,
what is your picture, Barry? I can't make it out. Hold on.
Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo. Ah, so it is. I see it now. The Mystery Machine. Very good. Barry doesn't believe in the tarot cards. That's okay. Do you believe in tarot cards? No, that's lawn feed, mate. That's not tarot cards, okay? Sorry, if you're speaking, Cognac, we can't hear you. Is your mic off?
I'm sorry. I said that's not lawn feed. I'm not a rabbit.
Okay, it looked like lawn feed. It looked like grass seed. What is it? Scooby snacks.
They're gummies.
Gummies.
The Scooby snacks. they're the colors.
Ah, so they are.
I have.
So do you believe in tarot cards, Cognac? Do you believe in the power of tarot?
I do believe in. Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I'm enough to where I say I believe in its ability to give you what you need, but it's like guiding as opposed to I don't know how to describe it. Guiding as opposed to an answer. So it's like in my head, I believe in something, and that is the cards. I don't believe in the part where it says it's destined by fate. I still believe that part is up to us, because in the end we do get to make a choice,
Okay.
and that choice is not based on anything other than what we decide. So the fate and destiny part, not so much. The cards giving you literally as close to you can get. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say mine haven't been. I've had readings only twice, and they were. Let's just say this: the first one was right, and the second one started where the last one took off. So the last
Wow.
thing. So it was almost like I asked this, I asked the same
Mm-hmm.
question. Somehow I ended up with the reading that continued on from where my last
Well,
one left off. So I
the
actually
interesting
made it.
thing about
I showed that they excelled. So I mean, I don't know. I have to say, yeah.
that's good. That's good. The interesting thing is, I used to read a lot about tarot cards. I owned a set of tarot cards and many books about them. Could never figure them out. Never had the empathy of with the cards to feel them and understand them. And I've never actually had a proper reading done. So this is going to be a world first for me. A proper reaction type thing going on, and it should be quite interesting, because the lady that's doing it as well, I mean, she's now on the Radio Apocalypse Instagram and my personal Instagram, where I'm speaking to her, but she knows nothing about me, apart from what she'll see on social media. So there's lots of deep dark things which are not on social media that will be interesting if they come up into the surface. A lot of these things are made by, if you believe in suggestion as well, they might turn, like the way that sort of like so-called mind readers, stage mind readers do things. Is there a Jeremy in the house? Yes, yeah, that's me. It says, Jeremy, you've just lost someone. No, something. You've lost something. Yes, my keys. Yes, I thought so.
I
You're
remember that
amazing. You're
show.
amazing. Yeah, things like that. But I don't think tarot's like that, because it's too random. You can't really, turn around and guide a conversation from what predetermined cards all mean, because a lot of the cards have, a sort of a generic meaning, but when they're laid beside other cards, that's when they turn around and have maybe the more leading sort of thing. I don't know. I'm quite excited
That's why I
about the whole
was
thing.
wondering. Did she tell you, or I guess if you have a chance, just or I'll even get to see firsthand what she's gonna do. But the Celtic cross is the only setup I know of that I've had used, and that
I don't know, mate.
involves.
I don't know. I'm all I can say is I'm very excited about it. It's going to be good fun. To have her on the show. We'll find out a wee bit about her gift and get to know her a bit to begin with. But next Friday we'll call it Spooky Friday or Esoteric Friday or I don't know, we'll call it Fabulous Friday for all I care, but it's just going to be frickin' freaky. Oh, Freaky Friday. I don't know.
Yeah.
But nah, it's not going to be freaky. I don't want to put a sort of a jaded thing on it just now. Let's have a quick look in the chit chat. Truth is still here, and I saw Alexa. Hi, Alexa. How are you? Good to have you in here tonight. Does it make me nervous? Truth's always asking. Does it make me nervous? No, I'm very, very excited. I like it when we have interesting guests on. Not saying that the boys are not interesting. They're very interesting. They're very colourful, imaginative, and wonderful people. But when we've got somebody that does like DJing or tarot cards, it's like I'm going to a party. And speaking of parties, what are we going to do for my birthday, boys? My birthday is a week on Wednesday, and that's usually the time that I do my little solo show without any interference from anybody. Are we up for a Zoom party? We'll get as many people zooming in as we possibly can, and I'll do a screen capture for a bit of zooming. And we'll ask the community to join in with a Zoom conversation. Do you know how Zoom works? Have you ever done it before, Cognac? Or no?
I will actually have to look into it and download it.
Yeah, I think you should. I think it's one of those things. I've only ever seen my kids use it for school, but I thought this could be fun. I'm going to see if we can get Mr. Bones on again, to do maybe an hour-long sort of crazy trance, psytrance sort of set, and at the same time have Zoom running so people can come in and out of Zoom for the birthday thing and have a wee dance. We'll have a dance Zoom party. I'm all for that. I think that would be fun. I'm going to ask, just before we go, Jason, have you ever actually touched base with the tarot cards as well?
Yeah, I've had my tarot read, and I believe that the tarot can be used and abused. Used in a good way and abused in a bad way. And the thing is if you give too much away to a fortune teller or someone who can read tarot, they can read your cards without even.
Yeah, of course they can.
They basically can read you like a book.
Yeah.
But the less you say, the more of a challenge it is for them to try and get into you or find anything on you.
I don't think this lassie, this lady is. I mean, she lives in America for starters, so it's like a way far away. I think she lives in California, mate. This woman, by the way, this tarot reader, Cognag. So I don't know. I could be wrong.
Really?
I think she does. Yeah, we'll find out. I'll find out. I could be wrong. I think I am wrong. I'm wrong about most things. Just ask Barry. He knows how wrong I am about things.
Wait, I was shaking my head to the first thing, not the second thing.
That's okay. I don't take offense. I didn't even notice you shaking your head. You're absolutely minuscule
I was shaking
on
my
my
head
screen.
off. That's fine.
That's okay. Cheers, mate. No, you're tiny on my screen, Cognac. I mean, I can pinch you like that ball right there. You can't see me do this, but it's like my studio software is got a tiny Cognac on it. It's not like, and when I look at you on my phone, you're even smaller. It's like, whoa. Right. We're going to call it a night, gentlemen, because because we're going to call it a night. It's been a chatty night. It's been good fun. We're back on Sunday morning with the papers though, and I don't know, we've got a bit of a free night on Sunday night now. So look at the kitty. Oh, hold on. I'm going to see if I can pull up Cognac with his kitty. What are you singing?
Circle of life.
Oh my god, are you really singing that? Okay, this is Cognac. He is a lunatic, to say the
Just
least.
about.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I've forgotten what I was going to say now. You've put me right off, mate. You put me right off. And my phone's just run out of battery, so I can't see the chat. I'll have to look on here just now. Truth is just said as well. It makes me nervous for you, Mo. I'm not afraid of things like that. I'm an ordinary ghostbuster, so I think we'll be fine with it all. You know, it should. Yep. I think we'll all be fine with it. But we'll take precautions. You know, I'll wear rubber gloves, and we will do make sure everything's done properly. We will not take the piss out of this lady in the slightest. She is here as my guest. So Mr. Skeptic Barry, keep your skeptical questions until the end, once she's done the tarot reading. So maybe you can reserve judgment, and maybe you'll have your mind changed. I don't think
I'm
you will.
sorry, you're breaking up.
Okay.
Your signal's breaking up because because the real world's quite a long way away.
Okay, thanks very much, mate.
Is it Lady Cleo?
Okay.
Is it Cleo?
Okay.
Is
Right.
it the lady with the bag of bones?
She's with a bag of bones. You're a bag of bones. Right. Okay, we're going to go. We're going to go. Gentlemen, if you please stick around in the green room just now. I will come and see you afterwards. And yes, hopefully I can switch your mic off if Streamlabs actually scroll to where your friggin' mic is. It's not scrolling. But we will be. Why is this just not want to do the right things just now? It just does my head in. We might have to have less guests on, But here we are. There we go. There's me on my own now. I don't think we even have a mic on here for Stream Yard for the guest software. Listen, everybody, thank you so much for taking the time to come and be with us tonight. It's been fun. It's been a good chat with the boys. It's always a good chat with the boys. I appreciate their time and I appreciate your time. And back on Sunday morning with Sunday Papers, and we may I'm still have to get round to doing and playing the next chapter of Slenderman. I keep saying I'm going to do it, but to be perfectly honest, I'm shitting my pants to go back and play that game.
No, it's based on a real what are they called? On a real
story.
Thing. Yeah, I literally watched. There was like a video on the real Slenderman that played for like a minute. And
you've been
it's
had
literally
me.
Based off of a real freaking thing.
It's
oh,
not.
Is it really? It's not.
No, it's not. It's not real.
It's not real.
It was based on a Photoshop competition, where people would Photoshop this creepy guy, and the Slenderman, if I'm not mistaken, the inspiration comes from an Enderman in Minecraft. I could be wrong.
The story. So what I watched was there was 3 girls. They were really young. 2 girls led another girl into the forest because what they claimed was Slenderman had forced them to have to do it, and she was found not dead but like in heavy recovery, and the girls went home and essentially they were tried, and one of them went crazy and the other one I don't know what happened to, but all in all they said it was Slenderman that told them and made them do it.
Yeah, that's bullshit. That'll be afterwards, mate. Slenderman comes from an urban legend and a competition, but he's still very creepy, man, very creepy thing. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us tonight. I do appreciate you coming on, and I will speak to you in the green room in just a second or two. Great, cool. It's been fun. I've had a good time of it all tonight. I hope you guys have also had a good time of it all, and hopefully you'll be able to join us on Sunday. I need to go away and actually create overlays now for the early morning show, because I don't have any anymore. And I need to figure out why this thing runs so slowly as well. Why is it running so slowly? Which is very frustrating. So yeah, I hope that you will join us, and hopefully I will be able to get the Slenderman on the go as well. What is that noise coming through my headphones just now? Hold on. It's nothing there. Did you hear voices? I heard voices. How weird. It's that spiritual interrupting electronic thing going on. It's not Slenderman, mate. Your mic's switched off, but I can still hear you. If you could hear the terrible things that Cognac is saying just now. Thank you everybody for coming, and I will see you all on Sunday morning. Have a great Saturday, and watch this space for potentially for Slenderman coming. Yes, you heard it as well. Did you hear that as well, Truth? Wow. I think I'm going to go and hang out in Discord for a little while and do some work and see why this thing's not doing what I want it to do. So if you're free, come and hang out in Discord. It would be great. Okay, take care, good night, and sleep tight. Don't let Slenderman bite. Muhahahahaha.